Now, we're going to start off with the first one. Like, you open a bag of something, and then how do you close the bag? Do you scrunch it up? Do you put a rubber band around it? No, you seal it, and this is the Smart Sealer. It's battery operated.
God, we went too fast. We'll do that again later.
Okay, and you can use pretty much any bag, but it also comes with 20 bags. You're getting 2 of them, and Mark Gill is joining us to give us all the details.
You know what? This is one of my favorite kitchen gadgets ever. I love this. This is in my closets and my campers. This is something I never leave home without, because the bottom line is you have the power of a sealer right in the palm of your hand. I mean, tens of thousands of here at HSN, and people love this. And here's why, you guys. Manufacturers spend a fortune trying to figure out the best packaging to put their food in, because it's got to last on the retail shelf.
Right.
So what do? We get it home and we open it up like fools.
Right.
Because what happens is the air, the moisture, the bugs, everything that's going to make you throw this out a second before you have to starts attacking it, you guys. Well, watch this, okay? Because this is what I love about the Smart Sealer. 1-1000, 2-1000, 3-1000. That's it. And the best thing about this is, guys, you can use the bag that your food came in. You're not married to my company. I'm not going to make you buy my bags. I'm not going to make you search for them forever.
Yeah.
All you need to do is replace the original manufacturer seal on that product that they put there in the first place, and you are going to stop throwing food out so darn often. Guys, that's what it's all about right there. Recreating that original manufacturer seal. Isn't that cool?
That's so cool. And you saw how quick that was.
Exactly. Now, let me show you why this works the way it does and why it's so simple, okay? It's a clamshell design. It opens and closes just like this. Now, there is an on-off button right there, but you don't have to worry about it. It's automatic. As soon as you close it, it engages, okay?
Okay.
Now, here's how it works. Simple grade 1 science. A little bit of positive plus a little bit of negative. When it touches, creates heat, all right? Now, there is a battery guard. We do give you the batteries with it, but this will stop it from engaging by accident. If you turn it around, we've given you a magnet on the back so it can live on the fridge or a backsplash.
Nice.
We called it a Smart Sealer, right? What good is it if you can't find it?
Right, right.
We're also going to give you one of those clamshell openers that's built into the back, so those silly plastic packages. But guys, here's what it's all about. Okay. And if you've got a teenage boy or the kids in the house, you've seen this 1,000 times. You go and you spend $4 or $5 on a box of cereal. They pour one bowl out, give her one of these, and off they go.
Right.
You find it on the counter 2 weeks later and it gets thrown out. Guys, here's what I love about this. The kids can use this, all right? You go and spend $200 or $300 on a big sealer, you're not gonna let them touch it.
Right.
3 seconds to heat it up, and you can use it right in the box that the food came in, you guys, and that is what the Smart Sealer is all about. How cool is that?
Did you see? Okay, so, and I love that you showed the chips and the cereal, because those are the first 2 things that you're going to use this for. But use it for everything. If you're sick of throwing away food because it got stale, it got soggy, it got bugs in it, because it wasn't sealed, you don't have that problem anymore. Wait a minute, and you're getting 2 of them.
Exactly.
And you're getting the batteries to go with.
I love that.
So you're done. 2 and done, as you said.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, think about it, you guys. The sealers that we use are giant. They're huge. They're enormous. And they have to use the bags that that company gives you. I keep saying, you bought a bag. You've already got one. Keep using it. Here's a big time one, guys. This is a great one. What's your method for bread? Do you spin? Do you tuck? Clothespin? Staple guns? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's not working because we're always throwing bread out. Well, watch this, you guys. This is one of the best things to have. Keep that Smart Sealer right on the fridge, right by that loaf of bread. And again, it doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be straight. It just has to be sealed. That's all you're looking for here. Keep the moisture out, keep those bugs out, because I'll tell you, none of us at any time would go into our pockets, take out a 20, a 50, 100, and throw it in the garbage. You just wouldn't do it. But every single time we do that thing where we go through the cupboards and the cabinets and the pantry and just start rifling stuff out that's gone bad, that's exactly what you're doing, and that's what the Smart Sealer saves you.
That's right. And okay, so all you're doing is choosing your color. So you got your choice of the red. These are very simple. Red, there's black. We also have it for you in green. We've got this really great burgundy. We've got this really great light blue, and then we've got the regular blue. You are getting 2 of whichever color you order. You're getting the batteries that come along with it, and you get so much that goes into it. So it really is that Smart Sealer that is, it's where you need it, when you need it. And we're gonna go over to Mark so that you can see, I think, the genius behind it.
I just wanted to show you that magnet on here, guys. To me, this is brilliant. Like I said, what good is one of the best kitchen gadgets you'll ever have if you can't find it? So anywhere you've got metal, even on the side of your desk. By the way, a lot of us have these vending machines at places where we work, and if you look at the back, it's 2 servings, 3 servings, but we're at work.
Yeah.
That ends up being 1 serving. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, the best thing about having a smart sealer at work, and I mean, you can't have a big sealing machine at work, is that you can seal those off too and make those stretch a little longer. And here is an excellent way to use your smart sealer. So listen, we go and we buy these waffles because we want to save a couple of bucks on breakfast.
Okay.
We have 7 or 8 of them, whatever it is you have. And then the bottom line is we end up throwing this back in the freezer.
Yeah.
Every time you open and close a freezer door, you exchange hot air for cold, and that's where freezer burn comes from. That's where all that snow and ice builds up. Well, watch this, guys. Your frozen foods are going to be, you know, freezer burn free so much longer if you just keep the dry freezer air away from it. And that's all you got to do. Run the smart sealer across, give it 3 seconds to heat up, and that really is it. There's no manual, there's no learning curve, there's no figuring out what to do.
Yeah.
Right? And now, by the way, those little bags that we're going to give you, we're going to give you 20 of them. Great for sealing food, and you got a half a can of cat food or an onion like we'll show you. But this is a good one for me. I'm always carrying hair care products in my bags on the airplane.
Oh, really?
And the worst thing is when they explode. You've all been there. So guys, these bags that we're going to give you, take 2 seconds if you're a traveler. Take any of your, you know, hair care products or lotions that are under pressure up there.
Yeah.
And if they happen to have a bit of an accident, no problem in the luggage.
No
Great little use for
worries.
those bags. Isn't that cool?
No worries. Remember, you're getting 20 bags. So
Right.
use those for the things that didn't have a bag initially, but use the original bag that it came in if it did.
Exactly, right? Like I keep saying, you bought a bag. Why buy somebody else's? This is a great idea to use your smart sealer with. I got to tell you something. Plants and pets like fresh food as much as we do, okay? And when we keep this stuff out in the garage and the weather gets at it and the food and the bugs and all the critters we didn't name start crawling around in there, that's a problem. The thing with bags like this, though, I mean, there's no sealer in the world that's going to take that bag, but watch this, you guys. I'm just going to do half here so you can see the before and after. Because you have complete control of where it's going. You can use this on any bag, any size, any cut, anywhere. Here's your live before and after. There's your seal. There's the nutrients staying in place. There's your unhappy plants.
Yeah.
Nobody wants an unhappy plant.
Yeah, yeah. That's right.
And your birds and cats and fishes and dogs, all your pet foods. Again, guys, your plants and your pets want fresh food just as much as you do. And when it comes to sealing those, we end up just kind of tucking them over. Now that you've got a sealer that you can actually use and take with you that's portable, the bag size and shape doesn't matter anymore.
So
Isn't that cool?
good. And you know what? You're right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be straight. You don't
Right.
have to be precise with it. It's not a big sealer machine. I have one of those. I've probably used it 3 times, and I'll tell you, every single time it makes me crazy because you have to cut the bag away. You've got to find them. You've got to wait for it to kind of warm up. It makes a lot of noise.
Right.
This is in the palm of your hand. So to Mark's point, take one to work. For, you know, when you're sealing food at work, keep one at home. You always have it at the ready. And we're showing you dried foods. We're showing you liquids. Let me tell you, red, the one that Mark's using right now, is the most popular this morning. Yeah.
It's because it matches my shirt. Guys, look at this. That's the whole point there, you guys. Look at that. That's how good that seal is. So you can go ahead and make those little fruit bars for the kids in the summertime, too, and you don't have to worry about all the sugar and preservatives that are in there. I love that. And here's one of my favorites. Listen, I moved here down here from up north, right? And if you're thinking that the beans and rice and pastas and things like that don't need to keep the air away from them, if you live in a wet climate, I got a little test for you. Leave that lid off for a couple days, all right? You're going to see some pepper move around in there. Guys, keep your dry beans and lentils and rice and all that kind of stuff sealed as well. You know, even though it starts dry, that doesn't mean that once you constitute it with water, it's going to taste like it should. Make sure everything is sealed, you guys.
Sealed.
It's so fast and easy with the smart sealer.
You know, because food like that, dried beans and rice and things like that, they don't cost a lot, but they actually end up costing more if you have to throw half of it away because you couldn't eat it because something got in it or it got ruined.
You know why we never think of it? Because we spend $3 on the bag of chips. We spend $1 on the crackers. We spend $2 on this and that. You know what? It doesn't sound like much, but start adding it up as you're pitching it in the trash can, boy.
Right.
It adds up really, really quick. And then you start getting into things like cheeses and spices and things like that. And now you're saving real money.
I know, because none of us would go to our trash can and throw in $3. We just wouldn't do it. But we do it every time we have to throw food away because it got stale or soggy or bugs in it. Right.
And listen, if you're trying to save a couple of bucks by, you know, eating in rather than eating out, here's a great example for you. We go and we buy this lettuce because we're going to save ourselves the $14.95 at a restaurant on a salad. I got to tell you something, boy. If you open this up and take out enough for like one bowl and then put it back in and it turns brown, you might as well just go enjoy that 5-star restaurant because it's going to cost you the same anyway.
Right.
Take 2 seconds and the browning of the lettuce is going to halt. You know, here's what happens with this, you guys. This is in the farm farmer's fields less than 24 hours before it hits your groceries. This is not meant to be exposed to the air too long, so don't let it be.
Yeah.
And remember, you're gonna get those bags from us. So any of your foods at home too, you know, if you've got that half an onion, if you've got something in the fridge, like they said, the half a can of cat food or something that has a little bit of odor, go ahead, we're gonna send you those bags, send you the batteries, 2 of the smart sealers, you're gonna get it all. Tens and thousands of people have loved their smart sealers here.
And I'll tell you, 125,000 of these have been ordered. Go ahead and pick yours up. Remember, you've got red, black, green, burgundy. You've got a light blue and a deeper blue. You're getting 2, and you're getting the batteries. And Mark, thank you as always.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. This is 313098. That's the number to get that home. Let me share with you, because Mother's Day is next Sunday. Did you know that? It's May 13th. So if you are thinking, oh, gosh, I don't have a gift and I don't have time to get one and get it to her in time, because you can't be late with a Mother's Day gift. I'm just telling you, I know from experience. We have our HSN gift cards, and it really does allow her to get anything she wants. You can start in denominations of $25 and up, and we would love to be able to help you with that Mother's Day gift. All right, we move on. I promised you some solutions in the kitchen, and one of them is the solution to how do I cut up all the things I need to cut up without actually physically having to cut it up. And that's where PL8 or plate mandolin comes in. You're getting the mandolin slicer. As you can see right here, this is one that has been popular. Over 34,000 of these have been sold to date. But you're also gonna get a peeler set, and we're gonna share that with you coming up. And John Florell has already started with the crudité tray.
Well, look at this. I mean, last time you tried to slice a tomato with a knife, could you ever get it that uniform?
Yeah, no.
See, anything that you slice with a mandolin comes out uniform and even. Now, I want to show you this real quick, because this mandolin, out of all the mandolins I've ever used in my life, is probably the best quality mandolin, mainly because Plate designed this to last, okay? Stainless steel up on top. Both platforms, stainless steel. You've got a guide that helps you, so you don't even have to, there's no guesswork involved. The safety holder holds your food. There's 4 stainless steel prongs inside. They hold onto the food. You hold onto the holder. Now you just place it inside that little guide cup, and you're slicing. So if you want homemade onion rings, use the thick slice. They come out perfect for dipping in your batter, okay? And then right into the deep fat fryer, or if you have an air fryer, that works great too. But right here along the side, I want you to notice this little knob right here is what adjusts your slicing thickness. So you can go to a medium, a thin, a super thin, or all the way up here to the top is your storage. And this way, even if your fingers happen to hit that, you're not gonna cut yourself on it, okay? So I want you to go, I'm gonna go back here to the super thin. I showed you the thick slice, but it goes all the way to super thin like this. So you can do paper thin slices for salads, for sandwiches, for sauteed peppers and onions, steak and onion, liver and onion, potatoes and onion. I mean, there's no way that you could slice that safe, that fast, that thin with a knife.
Look at that.
It comes out perfect.
Perfect
and, you
every
know,
time.
This is why every professional chef in the world has a mandolin in their arsenal of tools somewhere, because it just saves you so much time. I mean, take a cucumber, zucchini, a carrot, a pear. All you do is brush it through, and you get perfect uniform slices for bread and butter pickles, or for cucumber salad. You can nickel down carrots for canning, slice beets for pickling. Hey, I mean, the best part about it is you're not sitting there on the countertop with a knife. I want you to look at this. You get perfect uniform slices each and every time. So, you know, cooking doesn't take time in the kitchen. It's the preparation of the food that takes all the time.
That's right.
And that's why every professional chef has a mandolin, because it saves you so much time in the kitchen. Now, I got to show you this, because this is probably the best part about this mandolin that I've ever found on any mandolin. I've never seen one do this. You flip this little drawer open down here. Underneath, you see this knob? You turn that over. Now, instead of a straight blade, you have a ripple blade. So now, instead of giving you straight slices, you take a cucumber, a zucchini, a beet, an apple, a carrot, or a pear, and you get those ripple slices.
How great is that?
If you're into making homemade potato chips, like I know a lot of people are, look at this. Now, most people make it, you know, buy them in a plastic bag, right? Now, you can make homemade potato chips in seconds on the machine. Drop those in cold water. They curl up like a regular potato chip. And then you put those on a cookie sheet in the oven, sprinkle some Parmesan cheese or barbecue salt over the top. Oh, yeah. But here's a cool little trick, okay? Whenever you're doing anything solid like this, you notice how you get these ridges on the vegetable, okay? When I come back up, give it a quarter turn. Now, this is a little tip from my kitchen to yours. Turn it before you go back down. And what you're doing is crisscrossing the cuts. And what that does is it puts the holes in your vegetables. So you get that waffle cut. Like you get in the restaurants. So if you have a beet and you want to, have, maybe you've got a red beet laying around the house somewhere. You want to do that.
Yeah.
If you got a carrot, a cucumber, a zucchini for garnishing salads. I mean, it comes out perfect for a little garnish. This is what Plate specializes in, is saving you so much time. I mean, there's no other machine that'll do that. And
it was so quick. And I'm going to tell you, because I have a Mandoline from John, because he recommended it, and I love it. And I use it primarily when I'm making salads and stir fry. And the first thing I ever cut was the onion, and it was like, I mean, it was like clockwork. It did it so fast.
Well, here, try
You're gonna love this.
Yeah, here's something else. Now, you notice the crude tape over here. Watch what I'm gonna do. Right here, now I'm gonna drop this down to like a medium slice, okay? And then I'm gonna slide this little bar forward. See these teeth that pop up?
Yeah.
Those are julienning blades, but they also do your dicing and your chopping. If I push it forward further, you get 2 rows of teeth that come up. So it's so simple to use. There's instructions that shows you everything here, but watch. I'm gonna take a carrot and brush it through. You get perfect carrot sticks, okay? You can do potatoes for French fries, cucumbers for cucumber icicles, zucchini for zucchini spears for a vegetable tray with a sour cream or an avocado dip. You can make your own vegetable trays now. And with a potato like this, you can make French fries by the mounds. I mean, you'll make French fries by the pounds. You can make enough French fries with this machine, you could feed your whole neighborhood. I mean, look at this. It just saves you so much time, but you get perfect French fries. It does way more work than you can do by hand with a knife. And who wants to drag out that expensive, heavy food processor just to make a few French fries? Or, here's what I tell everybody. If the only thing you ever use your machine for is this one single job, it's worth it just for the way it chops an onion.
Yes, it is.
Because if you're sitting there with a knife in the kitchen playing tic-tac-toe on an onion, you ever do that? Look at this.
Tears running down your face.
For tuna fish, chicken salad, for homemade meatloaf or taco night, you're gonna love this. I mean, it does way more work than those expensive electric machines. Hey, during the holidays.
Right. I mean, for when you're cooking for an army, this is what you want. I mean, the fact that you've got the, the different blades that are there that stay with the machine, so there's never anything that you have to go and find. Don't forget, you're also getting the peelers. You're getting a straight peeler, a serrated peeler, and a julienne peeler. You get a lot. And this is stainless steel, so you know it's going to be durable. You could pay less for a Mandoline, but you would probably, it might not be as durable. You might be replacing it sooner than you realize.
The quality of Plate is amazing. Yeah. Once you try it and read some of the reviews, I mean, it's amazing how durable and how much you're going to use this. Here's a little tip for you too. You can do all kinds of things with the Mandoline. Take a bunch of celery like this. Next time you're making homemade stuffing or a soup or a stew, instead of doing one stalk at a time, just grab the whole bunch like this. Now, I'm gonna hold this up so the camera will be able to see this and you guys can see it at home. See, I've got the blade with the teeth up. Watch this. I'm just gonna take that whole bunch of celery and brush it against these blades. You can do this over a soup pot, a salad bowl, or just do it right here on the countertop or cutting board. But you can chop more celery in 10 seconds with this machine than you could chop in 10 minutes with a knife. Look at this. Look at that mound of celery, ready for your soup pot, ready for your salad, ready for a stir fry. Or, hey, if you're into stir fries, instead of running the celery straight up and down like this, there's actually 26 different ways to cut celery with this machine.
My goodness.
Because of the different angles and all the different blades, and it's all in one too. So if you want celery spears for your stir fry, now you can do celery spears. That's how we made the French fries. Now, same thing. So, and by the way, I always try and tell people, this is made to use with the machine, okay? You always use that safety holder because you don't want your fingers near that blade.
That's right.
So with this safety holder, and what I love about this, I can take this back to a slice. I'm gonna put it to like a medium slice, and then I'm gonna put 4 or 5 radishes in here, all right? For a salad, look at this. You can do radishes by the pounds, okay? For salads, I mean, talk about saving time.
Yeah.
2 or 3 radishes, brush it through. Now you can adjust the thickness too. That comes out perfect for salads, okay? But if you want them super thin, all right, all you do, look at this. I get so excited.
It's
I'm just going to raise
a turn of the knob.
Yeah, and I'm going to drop a couple more in here and watch the difference, because for paper thin sliced radishes, for salads, stir fries, I mean, and it's done in seconds. Now I'm going to hold these up and show you. Every single slice is just like the last.
That's right.
Because it's not like a knife. Remember, this is a mandolin. You get uniform, perfect slices each and every time. Because it's not like a knife. You have complete control with the mandolin.
And you did 3 and/or 4 radishes at the same time. You're not doing what it's going to save you so much time in the kitchen.
I know we have a couple minutes left.
Yeah.
Watch this, because this set of peelers that you get with this, I almost forgot about these, but I love them. I use these every single day.
Okay.
You have a straight peeler. You have a serrated peeler for those really tough jobs, like if you want to, well, here, like butternut squash, okay? If you want to peel your butternut squash, now you can do that with this one. You got your straight peeler for doing things like, you know, what you normally peel, like cucumbers, zucchini, apples, pears. And with this one, it peels in both directions, so it's twice as fast.
Nice.
But I love this one. This gives you a super thin julienne. I got to show you. Here, I'm going to show you on a carrot.
Okay.
Watch this. A long angel hair strip. So for stir fries or for garnishing salads, there's no machine in the world that'll do this. But with our peeler, now you can do that. And what's really cool about this 3-piece peeler set? They all snap together like this for storage.
Oh, that's so good. You don't lose them.
They nest together and they pop right into your drawer, so they're always together.
Plate has thought of everything.
And you get those 3 with the mandolin.
So go ahead and pick yours up. You do have free shipping. You do have that one on for Flex, but it does expire tonight at midnight, so don't miss it. John, thank you. We've got more coming up.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app, available on Apple and Android devices. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Shop faster than ever with exclusive new product videos, only on the iPhone. Watch HSN live anytime, any place. And the new shop and search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download.
Discover the newest way to create a style all your own. The HSN Style Edit, a curated look at the season's best, most original finds for every part of your life. We decode the trends, share tips and how-tos, and give you the inspiration you need to style it your way. It's the joy of the hunt and the thrill of the find. Your unique style is here. Discover it now, exclusively at hsn.com.
So you're watching HSN, and we are talking kitchen solutions this morning. And we're moving on now to the baker's rack from Origami. This has been very popular, as has everything in this hour. Huge customer pick on hsn.com. And it's because it allows you, it actually gives you space and organization where you currently don't have it. Because most of us don't have enough counter space or cabinet space. Most of us, if you're watching HSN, when you see like the air fryer that we've got coming up, or you know, maybe it was the mandolin that you just saw, you're thinking, I would love to have it, but I just don't have anywhere to store it when I'm not using it. Guess what? Now you do. And we're gonna give you all of the details, and Rebecca Wood is joining us. She's gonna come on out and give us the details on this. Rebecca, it's instant storage.
Instant storage. I'll tell you what, when I heard Origami and Baker's Rack, I was like, perfection. I don't know of another space in your home where you need extra storage more than you do in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And so when you get this gorgeous baker's rack, it's kind of this old modern, it's been around since the 17th century. Did you know that the baker's rack, it's needed. It's something every baker needs, every kitchen needs, but Origami put their own spin on it, and it couldn't be easier to put together. So I'm gonna show you how you put it together. First of all, this is 2 years in the making. The engineers went to town, they designed it, they redesigned it, and when it came down to it, they found out these feet. This is where the magic happens.
Yeah.
It's that simple. So when it comes to your house, it's gonna be that famous Origami flat pack where it just kind of comes in one piece. I'm gonna put these to the side just to show you. So when it comes to your home, it's gonna look just like this. Let me put this onto the side here.
All right.
There we go.
And with origami, we're so used to this. Right, yeah.
So it's gonna come just like that, right in, that's it. You're gonna let gravity do all the work. You just simply open it up. You're gonna use this clasp back here. It's the famous origami clasp to lock it in place. That is going to allow you to hold 75 pounds of storage on each shelf for a total of 225 pounds.
Wow.
Do you know how much you're gonna be able to store?
Yes.
And that's now when the feet come in handy.
Okay.
Because this is a great storage. It's beautiful, just like it is. You're gonna have tons of storage, 225 pounds of storage. But when you add these little legs here and the rack,
And that top,
you're gonna get nearly 9 more pounds of storage.
Yeah.
But there's so much more space to do what you need, what's gonna fit best for you.
Yeah.
Just open it right up. You can have it down if you want. So say you want it down. Choices, choices, choices. That's what I love about origami.
Yeah.
You want it down, you can use S-hooks, you can hang your ladles, your utensils,
Right.
whatever you need.
Right.
Your pots, your pans. But if you want it up, you can use it like that classic baker's rack.
when
Do you
you're
know why?
cooling your
When you're
pies and
cooling,
cakes
yes.
and
oh, it's magical.
I know. And think about this, all of that space, because where you're gonna put it is that empty area that you have right now, nothing. It's just an empty wall. Maybe it's, between, between rooms or between where the refrigerator is and there's nothing next to it. Now you have a use for that space. And that's why this has become a customer pick, because if you have the big, maybe you've got a food processor or a blender or a juicer or things like that. Those are taking up space on your small little counters.
Or you don't use them. That's the other thing.
You don't use them.
You find them that one time of year you're doing your spring cleaning and you're like, I have that.
Yeah, I forgot about
and
that.
I can never use it. And in fact, just to give you the dimensions and show you everything that you can really store in them. First of all, it's 5 foot 3 inches tall, just to let you know the height.
Okay.
And then it's 3 feet wide. That's a small, small footstep for your kitchen. It's only 16 inches deep, but we're able to put a microwave.
Yeah.
The convection ovens, all of those things, like you're saying, usually you're putting on your countertop, cluttering them up.
Yeah.
You're losing the workspace too.
Yeah.
Here, you're not only decluttering, you're getting all that extra workspace. You can see all of the food that you can now see that you use, so you're not double buying.
Right.
And it looks so pretty.
It does. I mean, this is really the answer to, I just don't have enough space, I just can't find anything, or it's hard for me to bend down and get into those low cabinets that maybe you do have. Now you don't have to, because you can put the things you use most often, your microwave, your coffee maker, and all of the, coffee accoutrements that you need. You can have it all in one spot. And that's why these have been so popular. You're seeing it in the white, and we showed it to you in the bronze as we were getting started, but
so it shows
you
the
decide how you
right
want to do
here.
it. Yeah.
So pretty. This has got more of a contemporary feel. This is very of a classic feel if you want to.
Yeah.
But we have this decked out if you were to use it in the kitchen as a typical baker's rack, and look how cute it is. But say, oh, I wanted to use my air fryer, so I'm gonna take this out and be able to use it. Just take it, put it on the counter, then put it back. Everything's where you need it for when you need it.
Yeah.
And this is still powder coated steel. Origami's known for 3 things: ease, versatility, and craftsmanship. This is powder coated steel. This is real wood. It can be used anywhere. We're showing you kitchen, but this could also be used in your garage. It could be used in your laundry room. It can be used in your bathroom. Picture this with a whole bunch of these gorgeous little baskets for your hot tools, because when you put this down, you can also hang all of your hot tools right from it too.
You can do so much, and we're just giving you a few ideas, and we've got it in the kitchen. But think about this, because we just had a big craft day not too long ago, and would be so great if you don't have a craft room. Most people don't have that much space, but you've got your Cricut. Maybe you have a sewing machine. Maybe you've got all of your papers and all of your, your tools, your markers, and things of that nature. Where do you keep them? Are they all over the place? If you could have everything in one spot, it would be quicker for you to get to your projects. You'd be more likely to finish them instead of always unpacking and packing everything back up. And it's neat and organized. And when you see, I know for me, I love organization. When I see organization, I just feel calmer.
It also makes me want to use things. It makes me want to be creative. It makes me want to actually go and cook when I don't have to go and try to find everything.
That's true.
You don't want to spend 20 minutes trying to find everything before you even start to bake or cook. Crafters, this would be wonderful. Again, remember, I'm going to show you in a split second how you can take this up and down, but this also goes down, so you can put all of your crafting needs on to hang some of your projects.
Your scissors and your all of that, yeah.
Your sewing machine would fit.
Yeah.
It's 16 inches deep. That's
Yeah.
really, really deep. And this is real wood that it's sitting on, so you don't have to worry about the little legs of anything that you're putting on there falling through.
Nice.
It's going to be firm. Another thing I want to point out, with the little feet that we have here, I appreciate so much because my first apartment that I lived on, you could actually take like a marble and it would roll down because it was so uneven. These are adjustable feet, so you can, it's wonderful. If you don't have that perfectly level floor, it will be level for you.
So I love it. And so that's an example that Origami thinks of everything, because they do recognize we don't have perfect spaces.
No.
We don't have perfect kitchens. We don't have perfect floors. But with Origami, you can get a little bit closer to that, and they make it easy. So white is going to be that clean, crisp look. We'll go on over so you can see this one in the bronze, and you deck this one out in a little bit of a different way.
Yeah, this again is for your kitchen, but this is really powder-coated steel. This can go indoor, outdoor. That wood is really firm, great wood. This is not your typical, you don't usually hear beautiful shelving together.
Yes.
This is beautiful shelving that will last for years to come because it is engineered and built to last. That powder-coated steel, it's not going to chip. It's not going to corrode, it's not going to rust, and this, if you can see, it's this blonde wood that has gorgeous kind of grain in it that you really sets. I kind of like the bronze, I think, the best.
Yeah,
I
do
like
too.
the difference between the two. But we have this again if this is in your kitchen. But picture it wherever you need. Do you want me to show you again the different ways that you can use this? Because I love that Origami will bring in and show us, I'm going to bring this in here, will show us how we're able to use it best for our space. Because nobody has the same space.
That's true.
It's not cookie cutter.
And keep in mind, we're gonna show you how this comes and how you're gonna, when I say put it together, I don't mean you need tools or directions or anything. It will come with directions, but most of us don't read anyway. So it is so simple. And the fact that it comes nearly fully assembled means it's a bigger box. So
it will take you longer to get it out of the box than it will to put it together.
I know. So the fact that you've got FlexPay just makes it easy. The fact that you've got reduced shipping. Do you see that? The shipping on this should be, I think it was over $20. You've got a $5 shipping fee on this one. That's it.
And please go read the reviews. I love reading the reviews. I love to see how much people love this. A lot of people said this is my 6th, 7th piece, but my favorite piece because it's so versatile. This is how it will come, flat packed. You take it out of the box and then you let gravity do the work and you decide where you want to use it and how you want to use it. There's a little Origami clasp right here. That's patented design to make it all withstand and hold 225 pounds. That's 75 pounds on each of the shelves below.
Yeah.
Once it's in place, you can, this would be great workbench. This is great for out in your garage. This is going to be great for maybe in your laundry room to hold some of your big box items that you have.
Yes.
But if you do want to have that extra space, you just add the feet, just like this. And then this top part. And it's within seconds. Look at how I can do it by my, I don't even need my hubby. No fights with the husband.
Yes. No, I've been waiting for you to put it up for 3 weeks.
No, I did it myself.
Right. And guess what? And it's going to stay up. And you're going to enjoy it. And it's versatile.
It is.
Yeah, so you can have that shelf if you want it.
Have it down if you want it like this, and use some S-hooks, hang your utensils, hang your woodworking equipment, hang anything that you need here, or pop it up. You're gonna get an almost 9 extra pounds on top that it will hold, but also it's great in that baker's rack to warm or cool the pies and cool the cookies and everything that you create for the kids.
And you see, you know, Origami truly is one of those brands that is dedicated to solving our storage issues, and they do it in so many different ways. We say it's a baker's rack, and yes, it's designed for that, but to Rebecca's point, you can use this in any room in your home, and don't forget about the basement, don't forget about the kids' room, don't forget about the entertainment nook that you might have, because it's so beautiful the way we've got it set up here, but you decide what goes on this. You decide what needs to be decluttered and put in one space, because a lot of us are disorganized, not because we don't want to be organized, but we just don't have anywhere to put anything.
You know how beautiful this would be in the dining room for that china that you picked out for your wedding, but never ever get to display?
Yeah.
Or the barware. You can see how we had a whole entertainment. This would be perfect for your for an entertainment little center when you're having a party. Plants, you could put your plants on here.
Absolutely.
And because it is powder coated steel, if you have the water and you're watering the plants, you don't have to worry about heat, humidity, or any kind of moisture.
Absolutely. And I love that Origami gave us so much space between the shelves.
Right, yes.
So you really have a lot of space to be able to put taller items if you have them or if you need that space.
Your stand mixer would be fit even on the second shelf.
Yeah.
I have never seen a shelving system where a stand mixer could go on one of the lower shelves.
And stand mixers can be very heavy. I have a KitchenAid that I love.
I do too.
But I swear it is like the heaviest thing. And the fact that this holds 75 pounds per shelf that you see of the bigger shelves is a big deal. Now, we do have a summer price. So another big deal is that we took $20 off the price and we reduced the shipping because the shipping on this should be over $22. It's not. Today it's $5. And that's it. And it comes nearly fully assembled. Yes. And you don't need a hammer and chisel to put it together. You don't need, an engineering degree to put it together.
Right, no screwdrivers, and truthfully, even instructions are, the feet are the only thing that you have to remember to put in. That is it. It is going to take you seconds. And those adjustable feet, they've thought of everything, and that's what I love about Origami. They sit together and they think, what do our customers want? What is going to work in their space? And they always come with 2 years of design and redesign for this. And I was so excited because I do love not only the history of the baker's rack, but just the use of it. It's something that every kitchen needs.
You know what? It's so interesting too. You were saying baker's racks have been around for
17th century.
Since the 17th century. But Origami still took the time to create it and make it better. And that's what you see right here. So if you like the bronze, you can go for it. If you want it in white, we've got that one for you as well. We wanted to bring it to you in this hour of kitchen and kitchen solutions because if the only thing keeping you away from getting some of those new appliances, we've got an air fryer coming up, or maybe it's a new coffee maker, or maybe it is a mixer. If the only thing that's keeping you away from that is I don't have anywhere to put it, now you do.
And then your counter space you can actually use for cooking.
For sure. Imagine that.
Crazy.
Rebecca, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. We've got some information on scrapbooking and then come back for more.
It's Project Central around here. With just a little imagination, some of this, a bit of that. The possibilities are endless. Whether you're just getting started or you know your way around a glue gun, we have the supplies and ideas to help get it done. Say YES to DIY at HSN.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-289-3900.
So we have a really great offer for you in this for the rest of this hour, and it's dedicated to fried food. We love our fried food. We're not gonna give it up, no matter what they say, but we know that it's kind of a guilty pleasure because there's a lot of fat that goes into frying food with a lot of oil. Well, that is until Philips got into the mix. You've seen the Philips air fryers, but you've not maybe had a chance to have one because you have a bigger family. You've got more kids to feed, more mouths to feed. You say, I need something big enough to feed the entire family. You're looking at the family size of the Philips extra, extra large air fryer. This allows you to have your favorite fried foods with little to no added oil. So you've got a lower fat content when you're frying your chicken or, you know, your potatoes or what have you. It's a healthier method for frying food and for deep frying, and you can cook for the whole family at one time. Now, this is a price break. We do have free shipping, and we also have 6 flex pay, which is the most that we do, but the 6 flex is for this hour only, which means only 21 more minutes that you can get 6 flex pay. And Stephanie Roberts is joining us, and she's all, you've already started cooking.
Girl, I got it going on here.
I know.
Okay, so here's the deal. This is all the food that you have ever craved and wanted to eat, but know that you're really not supposed to, because fried food is soaked in oil, and we know that is bad for us. No more. With the Philips air fryer, these wings are absolutely golden brown and crunchy. Everything you would ever want out of a chicken wing with 90% less fat and calories.
Wow.
90%, because there is no, and I mean absolutely zero oil in here. So when you take out the oil, you're taking out the fat and calories that are added to your food. There is nothing wrong with chicken wings and drummies, as we call them at home. What's wrong with them, this is a lean protein. What's wrong with them is when you submerge them in oil. So what Philips has done is that they have found a way to give you the fried foods that we love, that we crave, that we want to eat, and that are oh so hard to take out of our diets when we're trying to choose a more healthy lifestyle. You can do it, because instead of frying with oil, we are merely frying with air. Now, if you've seen air fryers before, let me show you what makes this Philips air fryer different. Hello size. 3 pounds of food can go into my extra, extra large air fryer.
Yes.
So, I love Philips for this. A lot of the feedback that we've gotten back from the other air fryers was along the lines of, I love the product, it does exactly what it's supposed to. However, I have 3 kids.
Yeah.
Or in my case, I have growing teenage boys.
Hungry.
So when I make things like fish sticks, I was having to make 2 batches.
Yeah.
Because they eat a lot, bottom line. Not anymore. So everything you've loved about the Philips air fryer, the timer control, the temperature control, the good little menu on top that gives you hints about how long things cook and at what temperature, everything is there. The quality, the technology is exactly the same. Actually, it's been made even better, and I will show you that in just a minute. But this is all about size. If you have a bigger family, if you want to make chicken wings for a crowd, because you know people are coming over for the big games, if you have entertaining plans frequently, and you know that this would be useful to have some size, I'm telling you, it is a godsend.
It is. And you know what? You're cooking faster. You're cooking more food at one time. This truly is what you've been asking for, and I'll say it like that because Philips created the extra, extra large size based off of your feedback.
Yep.
And so you ask and you shall receive, and that's what happened. Okay, that's a whole chicken.
That is an entire chicken. You can put a 5-pound chicken in here without any problem. Lay it on top of some potatoes, some carrots. Okay, let's think about timing here. First of all, oh my, the roast of those vegetables. That's the chicken juice that has gone down on top of those vegetables, and then they get all caramelized and crispy, crunchy. This is my favorite part of dinner, are the veggies that have the chicken juices down on them. But rather than running my entire oven for a 5-pound chicken, do it in the air fryer.
Yeah.
It's quicker, and I am saving energy, because we are getting to the time of year where I do not want to heat up my kitchen for anything I don't have to. So with the Philips air fryer, I am able to do the things that I would normally heat up my entire oven for. I can do them right here on the countertop, even more quickly. So results are, of course, what matters. Let's take a look inside this chicken. Juicy, moist. You can see the juices pouring right out of there. And then you are looking at an amazing meal on the table with just seconds of effort from you. Literally, all I did was put a rub on this, and I went ahead and put it in my air fryer, and I have an absolutely gorgeous meal on the table. I didn't have to do anything. I set it and forget it. It has a 60-minute timer. This is also different than the air fryers, the smaller Philips air fryers. And the reason is because we are cooking larger foods. We're going to be cooking them for longer periods of time. So I like the fact that I can set this for 60 minutes and then simply step away and and forget it. But again, everything you have always loved about the Philips air fryer is still there for us to love, and that includes the grilled cheese sandwiches, because I know how the hosts are. If I don't produce a grilled cheese sandwich, everybody starts saying, what's up, what's up?
Where's the sandwich?
The secret of the grilled cheese sandwich is also in the cookbook, the recipe book that will come with this. But here's the way we do grilled cheese here. So you can see inside the Philips air fryer, I have a wire mesh basket, and you can see now how that hot air will circulate around your food. It is the circulating hot air that does the crisping instead of the oil. Now, when you look down inside, you see a baking tray, which, by the way, I love the slide out factor. It slides so wonderfully. This baking tray has a brand new technology to Philips. Not just Turbo Star, Twin Turbo Star. And the reason we have Twin Turbo Star technology is because, again, this is a larger air fryer. So we want the hot air to circulate not just around the food once, but twice. It goes up, down, and around and touches all 360 degrees of the food. Because think about food. Food is three-dimensional, right? Yeah. So when you look at other air fryers, and I know they are out there, and they're often priced less. I'll tell you the reason. They don't have Turbo Star. They don't have Twin Turbo Star. And the reason that matters is the air simply circulates around the food, not up, down, around, and over. That is a huge difference. Because if I'm gonna put something like a chicken in the air fryer, you don't want the air to just go like this around the chicken. The chicken is three-dimensional. Philips has patented and found a way to get three-dimensional air circulation around the food. This makes a huge difference. Yes. Okay, grilled cheese, little bit of olive oil, both sides of the bread.
Just for flavor.
Just for flavor, a little bit of extra crunch. And you know what? It's okay to like a little bit of flavor on your grilled cheese, but you know what you're not doing? You are not covering both sides in butter. You are not having to plop butter on the pan. And this is new with the double XL. 3 grilled cheese sandwiches.
Big.
Well, it's wonderful because, again, I have several growing boys. So when I make a grilled cheese sandwich in the air fryer before the XXL, I had to do it 3 times. Right. You know, and that's fine. But when you're feeding a family, to keep having to do it over and over and over, that definitely gets a little tedious, and it just takes time. This is all about saving you time. Everything else, just like we know and love from Philips. We set the timer for 5 minutes. I'm gonna turn the temperature down just a tiny bit because I do like my grilled cheese a little bit on the lighter side. And that's what I like about cooking with Philips. You have all the time and temperature control that you would have with cooking with any other method. Here's what you don't have. This is how we have fried food until now. I mean, really, it's heavy, it's cumbersome, it's expensive. I have to dispose of it. I have to store it. I have to bring it home from the store, and this is going into my body.
And then you have to go to the gym and try to lose it.
Exactly.
I mean,
so here's your choice. Now you can fry food with this. 1 tablespoon or less of oil in absolutely everything we're making. This is it.
I mean, this is the answer that we've been waiting for. And Philips really, you know, when it comes to air fryers, that's what you think of, because we're not gonna give up our fried food. We're just not going to. It's our favorite food. When you think about your favorite, maybe your top favorite 3 things, one of them is gonna be something fried. And so we don't wanna give it up. We just want to do it healthier, and that's what this is. But we don't want to lose the flavor or the crunch or the texture or anything about it. This really is the example of we want everything for nothing, and guess what? You get the flavor, you get the crunch, you get the texture, and no oil.
Well, look at this. I have a mozzarella stick. Oh my, there's nothing better than a warm ooey gooey mozzarella stick.
Look,
and literally this one is perfect. I know, you want to dig in?
Oh my God, you know I do.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to hand you this one because it's a little bit cooler because I just opened it. So let it cool for just a minute. I don't want to burn yourself. But look at the difference here. If I did not have this 360 degree air circulation, I would not have ooey gooey melted cheese on every bit of this cheese stick. If I bake it in the oven, sure, I'm not frying it. Can I show you an imitation of what happens to cheese sticks when you bake them in the oven? That's what happens, right? You know, it flattens on one side because it's stuck to the pan. The cheese then goes out the other side, and it's hard on one side and blows out on the other. That is what happens. Sorry, no, that's a little gross. That's what happens when you do it in the oven. When you have circulating hot air, this is what happens. Every bit of the cheese is perfectly melted. But you know what's not happening? My fingers are now greasy.
Right.
When I picked this up, it didn't drain grease down.
That's right.
The circulating hot air is giving me the crisp and crunch in the food. I am not getting the crisp and crunch in the food from oil. So what Phillips has taught us is that we don't need oil to get crispy and crunchy food.
That's
now,
right.
You saw a look of what we call the twin Turbo Star inside. When we have that kind of heat circulation, we can do things like crispy bacon in the air fryer. So I have this thing in my house. My poor children basically never get served bacon up until now. And the reason was I refuse to clean the stove to that level. You know, I mean, it doesn't just bing a little bit of grease everywhere. It's like onto the floor. I mean, there's a reason your dog wants to sniff and lick the floor when you cook bacon, because that's how far the bacon grease scatters. I just absolutely cannot stand it. I don't want to clean the microwave. I don't want to deal with it. It is all contained in here. It is no problem whatsoever. And the crispy crunchiness I did a round right before we started the show. The bacon could not look better. And I'll do another round here for you can see it. But here's what I really want to show you. That is what we poured off of the bacon from the Phillips air fryer.
Wow.
So think about this. If I fry bacon on my stovetop, I usually do have to add a little bit of oil just so I don't have any sticking problems. I certainly am not going to have to add it to the air fryer. Not one drop of oil goes in here for bacon. But this has drained off of my bacon. When I stovetop fry my bacon, that soaks right back into the food. You don't need that in your bacon. We all know bacon already has actually plenty of fat on its own, and that's okay. We occasionally can treat ourselves to a piece of bacon, but you don't need to soak that right back into it. Again, the cooking method not only doesn't use additional oil, it actually drains some of the fats and oils from the foods that you are eating.
Now, how do I know? How do I know how much time to like cook the grilled cheese or cook the bacon?
Couple of things. First of all, on top of every single Phillips air fryer, there's a great little cheat sheet that gives the suggested temperature and time for different foods like chicken, like frozen foods, like baked goods. Also, you are getting a recipe book, and the recipe book is amazing. It's full color photographs. It's got lots of great ideas. Grilled cheese is in there so that you have lots of different options. So here's what I love about air frying. That is a happy child.
This is how we learn to love our fried food from almost day one.
And you know what? That is okay. But the thing is, that child's fried chicken was not soaked in oil. It was fried with air, and that makes all the difference in the world.
Look at that. And you're getting this booklet that comes right along with it. There are 32 recipes inside, and then you're going to do your own. You're going to, understand how you like to cook, what you like to eat, and then go for it. Now, I just want to remind you, because we do have a price break, which is fantastic. We took $20 off the price. We took another almost $18 off of the shipping because it's free shipping. So that's already a $38 savings. And then we added 6 flex pay, which is the most that we ever do. You usually only see 6 flex pay when we're doing like a television or a computer. But we did it here because we know that if you have a large family and this is what you want to bring for your family, we wanted to make it as affordable as possible. So for $46.66, tax on the first shipment, on the first credit card payment, because it's spread out over 6 credit card payments, but tax on the first one, but 0 shipping because it's free. You get this home, and you just decide whether you want it in black or white. That's the only difference. You can keep this out on your counter, and because you're going to use it probably every day.
Exactly, and I love the fact that we're able to make this flex pay and accessible for families, because here's the thing, air frying is a phenomenal lifestyle choice. I mean, look, French fries are good stuff, and if you've got young children or growing boys, it doesn't even matter. This is what they're asking for. They're asking for the chicken strips and the French fries. And up until now, there was a limit to how much you could actually cook inside the Phillips air fryer. No limit here. 3 pounds of food. I mean, that is a massive pile of chicken and fries. But look, you lean right in there and grab it. I love it. Look at this French fry, that golden brown crunch on the outside. I mean, this screams crunchy goodness to me. Not one drop of oil. Not one. All I did was put 3 pounds of food into the Phillips air fryer. I set the timer for 15 minutes and I walked away. So honestly, as a busy working mom, the fact that this is set it and forget it cooking as well, well, huge bonus to me. Because again, if you're cooking food for a crowd, it's probably because you're busy at home. You've got kids. You're trying to manage and juggle many things. Or maybe you're entertaining. Whatever the reason is, we understand that it is hard to do multiple things at once when you've got something on the oven, something on the stove. Look at all that. Let's just pour it all in there, shall we? 3 pounds of food. Look at that. So again, if I'm entertaining for the big game, I can use 2 huge bags of shrimp. By the way, I toss these in buffalo sauce when I'm done and make kind of a do-it-yourself, you know, boneless wing, if you will.
Nice.
Absolutely amazing.
Okay, I do see a lot of you calling in, and I'm glad that you are, because like you said, you know, this is the healthier way to have fried food. Little to no oil. You know, and you don't have to give up your favorites. Your family's gonna love it. And they're not even gonna really know, they're not gonna notice that there is a different, that you didn't fry it in oil. They're just gonna still have that crunch, still have that flavor, and you know that you're giving a healthier option to your family. And sometimes when it comes to healthier ways of cooking and of eating, it's up to you, the person who cooks for the family, to do it. Because most, you know, your 14-year-old are not gonna say, you know what, Mom, I'd like to start eating healthier. Never gonna happen. You're never gonna hear those words. It's up to you. And whether it's actual, you know, your French fries and things like that, or what about your other kinds of meats and vegetables? You can cook that here, what is it, 4 times faster than your standard conventional oven.
And think about the reason why. Remember what we're talking about. We're talking about circulating hot air. So it speeds up the cooking process of everything. This is so not just about fried food. Are you good for a little bite of meat?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a smaller bite.
This is my favorite meal. I love Brussels sprouts with that little crunch on the end.
Brussels sprouts, roasted and steak, done in my air fryer, 15 minutes. Do you know how long it would take me to roast Brussels sprouts like this in the oven? An hour.
Yes.
An hour. So this is why we are saying 4 times faster. This is an hour in the oven for Brussels sprouts, and I have to put a ton of oil on them, and I'm heating up my entire kitchen. Now, you just had a bite of steak. Would you have ever known that that was air fried?
No.
Not broiled?
No, I wouldn't have.
Or pan fried, or however else you do steak inside.
Just as good. Just as juicy, and look, not tough in any way.
No.
Look, it's perfectly cooked.
It is perfectly cooked to medium. And again, if you like your steak a little more rare, cook it for a minute or so less. But to get the caramelization on the vegetables, the juiciness of the meats, I popped this in here and walked away.
Oh, gosh.
So that I'm not worrying about a steak on the stove. I'm not worrying about turning my Brussels sprouts in the oven while I manage homework, while the dog needs to go out, you know, while I'm trying to do 12 other things, maybe even sit down. Guess what? Put it in here and sit down.
Imagine that. Imagine that. Let me tell you too. And you're not, and because you're controlling the temperature is managed right here. So it's never gonna go too high or go too low. You're controlling the time. Your food is gonna come out consistent. If you've ever had to throw food away because it overcooked or undercooked, or you walked away and it burned, and you know, not only is that frustrating, it's expensive having to throw food away.
You don't want to do that.
This is a consistent way of cooking. And I love that we're showing you fried food, but also everything else that we like to eat.
Roasted vegetables, pork loin. Again, don't cook that in the oven for an hour. You can cook it in your air fryer in just minutes. So it does make a difference in my time savings, in my energy output of exactly what I am doing. Pork dries out in the oven. Look at the moisture inside that here. It is absolutely mouth-watering gorgeous. So from full meals to fried foods without the oil to baked goods, cinnamon rolls. Again, circulating hot air, it's absolutely no problem to go ahead and pop them in the air fryer. You know, and suddenly to do this in the morning, I never make things like this for my kids, and I felt bad until I was able to do it in the air fryer because I don't want to heat up my oven in the morning. And you know what? They are just not any good microwave. Let's be real. I mean, they just don't turn out like you want. You want the crisp and crunch on the top. You want the ooey gooey goodness on the inside. And then suddenly, in 15 minutes, you can put cinnamon rolls on the table. We've even baked a frittata down here. I do want to point out that you can take any oven-safe dish and pop it into the XXL air fryer. It's got the room. So we simply took a ceramic dish that we would have put in the oven. Yeah. Again, instead of heating up my entire oven, I'm doing it in the Philips air fryer, and I am able to get exactly what I would want.
I mean, I tell you, is there anything the Philips air fryer can't do? This is exactly what the customer requested, so we wanted to be able to bring it to you. And not only that, we want you to be confident when you pick this up. So we have our HSN Protection Plus plan, and that means, you know, you can get hassle-free protection. If anything happens, if it breaks, if you have issues, you have that plan and that protection. So consider getting that, because this is gonna be basically your oven. This is gonna be what you cook with. Instead of firing up your big oven and waiting 7, 8, 10 minutes for it to preheat, which incidentally, you're paying for all of that energy, and then cooking all of that time, you are cooking 4 times faster than a conventional oven. You are frying with little to no oil, so you're not having any added fat. You can cook all of your favorite meats and baked goods, and you're doing it so simply without having to stand over a pot and pan and watch it cook.
And you can do 3 pounds of fish sticks if you're feeding a hungry crowd, or if you are entertaining. I put those in some shells, add some coleslaw mix in the bottom. That looks like a great gourmet meal.
And let me say real quick too, the 6 Flex is going to go away in the next like 30 seconds or so. So if you want it on 6 Flex, now is your time to call.
And there's grilled cheese with no butter added. Enjoy. This makes cooking easy, fun, and much healthier for your family.
For sure. Now, a lot of you are shopping with us on hsn.com. We've got up to 30% off top kitchen brands. You can just go to hsn.com and you can see everything that we've got available for you and take advantage of those savings as well. Stephanie, this was a lot of food.
A lot of food.
We have a hungry crowd here to eat it. Thank you so much for this.
Great to be here.
As always, stay on the line and you can go ahead and pick up your brand new Philips extra large air fryer with the Turbo Star technology. It's called extra large, but I call feeding for a family, or just, you know, hungry folks.
Hungry folks.
You can easily do it, and you're getting it in your choice of white or in black, and we'll send it right on out to you. Would make a really great gift for somebody or a large family that you've got. Stephanie, as always, thank you.